My system is lagging, man. I think I gotta update a few things, clean it out. The fucked up part is, man, this I'm streaming from my newer gaming laptop. Uh, uh, at first I used to stream because I got a Lenovo Legion, i7, and I was just feeling like for the things that I like to do, the things that I want to do, I needed a little bit more kick. So I went shopping for a new gaming laptop. I was running off my MacBook Pro, but I just kind of want to like simplify things by like running two PCs. So I was gonna go like the gaming PC route. I had went out and got a gaming PC, but then my son wanted it, so I gave my son my gaming computer, and I just went out and bought a gaming laptop, with an i9 in it. AI i9, something, AI supported. I got the old Microsoft Copilot shit, which works pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. One of the dopest things it helped me do was quickly write the code for this fucking ticker on the bottom. So it so far it's done way more than pay for itself. But I realized that I run so much media that, man, I'm just gonna have to go ahead, like, build me a server sooner or later. But what up, man? What's going on with everybody, man? I'm actually on my way to bed pretty soon. I just turned this live stream on because I'm trying to get a little bit of practice in, getting the habits for when I start doing these podcasts. Because man, for like the past probably longer than that, 3, 4, 5 years, I've just been, I've been collecting and building and all that shit when it comes to like content. And it's like, okay, man, I gotta do something. I don't know how many of y'all checked the little short stream I did yesterday. Well, it's not really short. That shit was like an hour or something. But most of that time was me talking with my brother. But at the end of the stream yesterday, I showed y'all, like a lot of my puppets and shit. I gotta start kicking out that content soon, which I'm gonna do. I got a neighbor who I've been meaning to talk to about coming on board. He seemed to be a good guy. He's a dad or whatever. I never had any issues with him. Every time I've ever called for his help, he didn't help the brother out. I always throw him a few dollars and shit. I'm always trying to put money in the pockets of other men, other fellow human beings, especially if you're a father. I always be telling motherfuckers, man, it's impossible. It's impossible to hang around me to be my friend and be broke. It's impossible to be around me and be broke. On real, impossible. Because that's what my life is based about. Not chasing money, but generating. I realized a long time ago, man. When I was a teenager, I probably was like 19 and something. It was one of my aunties who kind of brought it to my attention. Not just my auntie, but like her friends or the guy she was dating or whatever. But they always was like, man, that Robert, man, that motherfucker, keep him some money, don't he? That boy's a hustler. Now, mind you, back in the day and shit, all my money was illegal as fuck. Selling drugs, robbing, stealing, you name it. I was chasing money the wrong way. I was chasing money, period. You should never chase money. Don't ever chase money. Chase opportunities. The money gonna come. In fact, money is just a tool for you to use to get to the next opportunity. That's the secret of being an earner. When you realize what money actually is, the money itself has no value. It's a tool that you're supposed to use to get to the things that do have value. And what you value, I mean, that differentiates man to man. But yeah, so I'm back. I'm back in my mode. I'm trying to snap out of this little funk I've been in, overall, and more recently, like personally. You know, Saturday I had got some news about somebody who I could say is a friend. You know, he certainly wasn't an enemy of mine. Somebody who I knew growing up, who for the most part was a stand-up guy. Don't get me wrong. We all make our mistakes. We all do knucklehead shit from time to time. So I'm not saying like he was a saint or nothing, but he was a solid brother. And I found out, man, that somebody took his life from him. And for the most part, he's just another brother out here, man, trying to figure it out, man, trying to figure out how to be a good father and a good husband, trying to figure out how to navigate this life, and somebody stole that from him. And that shit, it broke my heart to the point of I was really falling into a dark place when it comes to like my people, when it comes to like black folks. I don't like using, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't like using that term my people, because my people is not black people. You know, my people, there ain't no race or no color attached to being my people. You my people if you stand for truth and righteousness. You my people if you covered by the blood of Christ. You my people if you serve the Almighty. You know, then you my people. Those who are here seeking truth in Christ, those are my people. So if you fall into that category, then it don't matter your race, ethnicity, whatever kind of group you put yourself in. As long as you stand for truth and righteousness, you believe in Christ. Them my people. But yeah, man, another good brother had lost his life, and it bothered me because I still got a lot of ache, in my heart and my chest. But I'm feeling a lot better about the situation after a good conversation with my brother, because man, like I was saying, man, I was I was falling into that place of hatred. Every time I turn on the TV, man, every time I'm scrolling on the internet, I'm seeing two things. I'm seeing Jews taking over the goddamn world. Yeah, Jews, just in case you didn't know what I said. Them people. I'm seeing them people steady taking over the world, and the world being numb and dumb to it. And I'm seeing niggas killing niggas. And one of the big issues with me about that is that most black people don't understand that we are not one. We are not one. That's first and foremost. We are not Africans. In fact, our ancestors fought against Africans, most of us. But we don't know real history. All we know is that dumb slave nigga propaganda that was taught to us in public schools by those people. So, it's always a mental and psychological struggle for me, trying to deal with society. You know what I mean? But after talking with my brother, getting guidance from him in the word, getting the word in me, I'm able to, I feel like, get back on track. Get my beautiful smile back. So that's where I'm at today. But it's still tragic, My brother losing his life like that, man. It puts me in a weird space, you know, because I'm one of them people. I'm one of them people, man, who I feel like, man, I'm both lion and lamb. And I want so bad to just be the lamb. But it's like society won't let you, man. Society say, man, you better be a lion and you better be a hell of a motherfucking lion. Because if you try to be a lamb, them fucking hyenas gonna tear your ass apart. They gonna devour you. And so, man, that shit be putting me in the goddamn mood. You know, let me make this shit clear. I'm not a tough guy. I ain't never been a tough guy. Tough guys get killed. You know what I'm saying? Tough guys be out here looking for clout. Tough guys be broke. All that shit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no motherfucking tough guy, man. But I tell you what I am, dog. I'm a motherfucker that finds it impossible to be walked on. I'm a motherfucker that's gonna answer the bell every time I hear that motherfucker ring. Ding, ding, ding. I'm gonna answer that motherfucker. That's who I am. And when I answer that motherfucker, dog, I'm gonna fight like my life on the line because my life is on the line. You know what I'm saying? And one of the most hurtful things about situations like bro losing his life is, and this is no shot at bro like that, but he wasn't even one of them kind of niggas. And it's like, man, them the niggas that's always dying, man. That's what I call a good guy. A guy who for the most part ain't dangerous unless you fuck with him or his people or something. This nigga ain't looking to come try to stick you up or whoop on you or none of that shit. I'm not gonna lie. Me without my conscience, without my wife, without my kids. Yeah, I would be the type to crack you upside your fucking head, come rob you and all that shit because I was a lost soul. You know what I'm saying? This brother wasn't even one of them lost souls, man. Lost souls. For as long as I've known this dude, he's had his head in the right place for the most part. I ain't never had no real bad conversations with the nigga. To be honest, the way I met this dude, man, when I was young, in my teenage years. I met this dude because me and my guys whooped him and his brothers. Fought him and his brothers. My bad, man. Me and my guys fought him and his brothers. And y'all know how it was coming up, man. When you fight a motherfucker, if they got that heart, if they fighters, then it's automatic respect. And he was a fighter and shit, so it became like automatic respect with bro. We had a real deep respect that developed into a friendship. And so all me and every conversation I never had with this man, it done been about like righteous shit, being righteous, because I think at a young age, bro knew where he wanted to go in life, and I knew where I wanted to go. I think, you know, he was one of them people who saw the light in me before I could even see the light in me. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up, man, I was a fucking scoundrel. And it's just, man, it's real heartbreaking that a motherfucker took his life and shit. And then it's like this, man. My nigga was out here being a father. My nigga was out here being a husband to his girl, a father to his kids. And in the black community, man, that shit is rare. That shit is rare. And it's like, man, these bitch ass niggas, dog, don't ever think about like the totality of a situation. Motherfuckers get mad, motherfuckers have beef, and that's the first thing motherfuckers be thinking about is taking another motherfucking life. Nigga, you killing yourself, you goofy ass nigga. You killing yourself, you goofy ass nigga. You killing yourself. You killing your kids. You killing your existence. That's why I don't got no respect and no love at all for the so-called like black culture or whatever. Cause that shit ain't, man, that shit ain't no culture, man. That shit is toxic as fuck. That shit is, it's the curse. When I was talking with my brother yesterday, man, when we were talking about the curse that God has us under. And you know, we were talking about how, you know, when Christ returns is when the curse will be lifted, and everybody can't go. You know, many will perish. But one of the points I wanted to make with him was, like, I don't see the suffering of Israel. Not all. The ones who suffering in my eyes are the ones who walking in the light and doing their best to walk in the light. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm finna cut the stream off in a second. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I really was wanted to test my audio levels because I want to do start doing my streams again and get back into what I like in a few days and shit, and that is talking about those people and other shit that's going on in the world, man. You know, I gotta go fish for my people. I gotta go grab mine and shit. So I gotta start covering these stories and shit that I'm very into. Like, I want to see something. I got to see if I want to see. What's in my book right now? What are we talking about right now? And I've actually been kicking out a lot of like short form videos on TikTok, but all my accounts been getting banned. TikTok don't fuck with the boy like that. But something that's trending right now, man. Jaden Ivey.
That the world can
got released by the Chicago Bulls.
LGBTQ.
Jaden Ivey got released by the Chicago Bulls after posting this online.
They
speaking out against
Pride Month in the NBA. They proclaim it.
The LGBT community
show
and
it to
how
the world.
Organizations like the NBA
they say
promoting condone that shit. Promoting
join us for Pride. For Pride Month.
As
to celebrate
a man who walked with Christ, I got to say I 100% stand behind this brother.
They proclaim it.
Fuck the Chicago Bulls. Fuck them. They trash anyway.
They proclaim it on the billboards. They proclaim it in the streets.
Yeah, all the gay shit, all the ungodly shit.
So how is it that one can't speak righteousness?
Because
how is it
all that shit ran back?
How are they to say that?
Those people. My bad.
Man, this man is crazy. That the world can proclaim LGBTQ. Right? They proclaim Pride Month in the NBA.
Bro was speaking out against that shit. And the Chicago Bulls let him go, man.
God damn it!
Bulls let him go. Fuck the Bulls, fuck the NBA, fuck Jews, fuck all that shit. And fuck anybody who don't like it. Fuck anybody who don't like it. That's on everything. But yeah, man, it's my nigga, man, who lost his life, man. Rest easy, Twan, man. You was alright, man. You was a solid dude, guy. You was a solid motherfucker, man. And it's so goddamn sad, bro, to see that a motherfucker took your goddamn life, dog. Rest in heaven, my man. Rest in heaven. God damn. Yeah, man, if you're on Instagram, man, go follow Brother Truth, man. I really fuck with rock with this brother.
Now, hey, y'all listen up closely, because I think sis might be on to something.
Oh, she definitely on to something with this.
Intellectually dense people on this app. So here's what I want to clarify. The Solon, Black Americans, African Americans, and the FBA are the same people. It's just each group of people has access to a different amount of information. Okay?
It's not the same group of
people.
The people
with the most amount of information and education about the truth, they're calling themselves indigenous. The people with the least amount of information and evidence about the truth, they're still calling themselves African American. It's cool. They might make it, they might not. They just might fall to the wayside. Who knows? They're not critical thinkers, and they actually fear the truth more than a comfortable lie. So African American will do just fine for them. It's not my business anymore. I really don't give a fuck. But I'm seeing there is a spectrum of awareness of the truth. There's a spectrum of literate, illiterate, willing to learn, not willing to learn, willing to stay how things are, willing to move forward, willing to deconstruct society and the government, happy to just be a mental slave. Like, there is a spectrum of awareness in the Black American community, like any community. As you can see, in the Latino community, there's a spectrum of awareness. And a lot of people are on their bottom half, as we saw in this last election. But Solon people, Black Americans, FBA, Indigenous Americans, same fucking people. They're the same people.
Now, this is a prime example showing all the different levels of consciousness within the so-called melanated community. Now, this is important because this is a question to ask yourself, well, what level do you fall upon, right? Are you at the bottom of the spectrum or at the top? Now, the only difference between all of the different levels is the level of information you've been privy to, right? Or the level of information you've been willing to pursue, right? Because again, this is available to all.
I don't mean to cut brother off, but I really ain't trying to hear what nobody's saying right now. You know, what's this video? Some niggas killing niggas.
Oh my God.
Why I can never call myself a part of that community, man. My community is my motherfucking neighbor right now. All my niggas white. As far as my inner circle, are all Hebrew, all brothers under Christ. So that's the only community I got. Them motherfuckers are animals. Motherfuckers, these so-called black motherfuckers, man, hate black skin, hate they selves, hate they mama, hate they brothers, hate everything about being black. So they party and drug and themselves up to escape the misery, and when they get too much of that shit, or when that shit run out, when they got to deal with reality, they lash out at the people who they hate the most, which is themselves. It's a fucking shame. It's a goddamn shame, man. What's this? More of the same. Look at this shit. Animals, dog. And you motherfuckers try to be talking about black girls and all that shit. Fuck that black shit. For real. The biggest danger to a black man in America today is another motherfucking black man. Point blank period. I saw this post on social media recently. Said, would you date outside of your race? Yes or no? It's an obvious yes for me. My wife German as fuck. My kids biracial. All my kids biracial. Unreal. Even my black as a black child. My son, my motherfucking dog, my road dog. I love my boy. His mama Jamaican. Shit, man, these motherfucking black Americans, man, these motherfuckers something else, dog. Lost. But yeah, outside of that, these some of the videos I've been creating on TikTok. TikTok hated because
I expected a lot of interesting questions today, but Pizzagate.
You know, so if you come across these videos, know that's your boy. If you can't obviously tell by the background and shit.
The public blames Netanyahu.
It's another one and shit. I done made tons of them motherfuckers, and
Even
as you
back
can see,
then,
a whole lot of them got
there were
different,
always 2 or 3 groups that appeared to
channels,
be fighting against each
but
other.
TikTok
But in
banned
reality,
all of the
we're
banning
all
all that
hanging on a
shit.
gold thread, and everything
Because of that
was
man right
adjusted
there that speaks.
to a peculiar human characteristic. That man gets tired of something he has had for a long time. He wants something new. And so 2 parties were needed.
Laying down game.
Rules,
They go over way too many motherfuckers' heads. I make some videos with, you know, unmasked. I just put this up to show motherfuckers that bullshit history that they've been taught, man. All lies and propaganda and shit. They try to tell you Hitler hated black folks. He was trying to create the ultimate white race. No, the fuck he wasn't. Coon ass Obama. Although this one ain't that big, man. This video was big. This video did numbers. Talking about the Talmud and Jews and shit. You know. That video did numbers. Shit. I told y'all, man, I make a lot of fucking content and shit. It's just that I'm banned from streaming on a whole lot of black. I said black because I'm reading these goddamn comments. I'm banned from streaming on all these platforms and shit because I'm too honest. Too motherfucking honest, too goddamn real. Look at tons of these videos I've made on TikTok. It's just as soon as them TikToks start doing numbers, boy, they start striking the shit out of them. They just recently struck a channel last week, a few days ago and shit. I had 13,000 followers and shit on that. Everything was monetized on that motherfucker. Even though I never went after monetization. I don't want no money from this shit. I'm here to drop these truth bombs. Here to drop these motherfucking truth bombs on you niggas. But yeah, man, I'm finna get ready to shut it down and shit. Go chill with my son, my wife, and all that shit, my family. Like I said, I got my content coming and shit. I'm working on getting just more people, more crew and shit. I got a lot of cleaning to do around this motherfucker. Y'all can't green screen and shit, but I got a lot of shit that I gotta go through. I got a lot of work to do. So anyway, man, I hope y'all keep on tuning in and shit. Follow me on this journey. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do something big. Y'all, I'm gonna do it big. That's the only way I know how to do it. I just got to keep trying to. I just been stalling until I get to where I want to be, where I'm comfortable with. I keep a certain standard for myself, and I ain't hit that standard yet. But anyway, man, I'm gonna holler at you motherfuckers later, man. I'm Rob, and that's it, nigga. Holler at you motherfuckers. I pressed out. Out! Let me out. Get out of here. My keypad ain't working. Something going on. I gotta figure out why my shit ain't working. I tried to exit the building. It ain't freezing up. Every time I try to click sources and shit, the scenes, it wouldn't let me. Wow. Yeah, I'm really lagging and fucked up, y'all. But I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Hey, man, scan that QR code, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's gonna take you to my online store where I got like little Hitler gear that I've been making because I am a huge fan of the painter, of the Führer.